Hey everybody, welcome back. So it's Wednesday. Yesterday I did a talk about which foods to start with your little ones and when to start to introduce foods. So today we're going away from that, and I really wanted to talk about dilation at the end of pregnancy, which seems probably really crazy. A lot of guys are not going to be interested in this. So here's the deal, because I have a lot of moms, we see tons and tons of pregnant moms, and we see a lot of kids. About half of our practice is just pediatrics. So we see a lot of kids, we see a lot of pregnant moms, and this is often something that comes up. Moms are like stressed out towards the end of the pregnancy because they'll say, well, my doctor checked me and I'm like not dilated. They'll say I'm only 2 centimeters dilated. So here's the thing about that, and a lot of OBs are not checking at the end of pregnancy anymore because they're like, it really doesn't tell us anything. And honestly, you guys, it really doesn't. So a lot of moms, a huge reason why they're not going to check you, not only does it really not mean anything about when you're going to go into labor, but some moms really start to stress out. So if you are not dilated at all and you're towards the end of your pregnancy, a lot of moms are like, it creates this fight or flight in them. And they start to stress out of like, oh my gosh, I'm so uncomfortable. I just want to be induced then, because this is like, I'm over it. I'm uncomfortable. My body just can't do it. Like all these things go through their heads. So when is it going to happen? Oh, I'm going to go over my due date. All these like thoughts go into your mind, and it creates this fight or flight response, this sympathetic response. What can't happen when you're in fight or flight is dilation. So, if you ever have the chance to read Ina May Gaskin's Guide to Childbirth, you guys, it's amazing, because she kind of goes into this. Like, if moms start to stress out, guess what? That's going to hinder your progress. So even in labor and delivery, sometimes you can get checked, and moms will start freaking out because they're like, I've been in labor for how long? And I'm only at a 3. Well, here's the deal. Like with my first one, I was at 5 centimeters at like 36 weeks, and I went to my due date. Right? Now my labors were super, super fast. I felt like my body probably did most of the work beforehand when I didn't even know. Second one, I was at, I think, a 3 most of the time at the end there. And then all of a sudden I went into labor. We get to the hospital. I was still at a 3, and in 20 minutes I was at 7. So it really doesn't matter, you guys. You can go from 0 to 10 in 30 minutes. So try not to stress out about that. That is the reason why so many are not checking the cervix anymore towards the end of pregnancy. But also, like with my last ones, we had home births, and the midwife doesn't check the cervix. You are only listening to your body. It happens between you and your body, or you and the baby, right? It's like this really amazing dance, and nobody on the outside is gonna like make that go faster or less or slow it down, unless they start to stress you out. That absolutely can slow down your progress. There's a lot of things that can cause you to like not go into labor in a sense. That's like totally for another topic, another day. But really, I just find so many moms who are stressing out at the end of pregnancy about not like being at a 0, 1, 2, and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go over. I'm so uncomfortable. I want this all to be done. That number, you guys, really means nothing. So try not to stress about it. And if your doctor's like, we really don't check it unless you want me to. And I know there's that inkling, there's that like, ooh, I really kind of want to know. But if that's going to stress you out, it's okay not to find out, because it just depends. Like maybe for some that's relaxing, but then they find out that they're not as far progressed as they were hoping, and then it stresses them out. So it's just a number. It doesn't really mean anything at all. So try not to stress out about that. And babies come. Like there is nobody who gives birth to a 1-year-old, right? Or the size of a 1-year-old. So just know it all happens in its own amazing timing between you and that baby. So don't freak out about how many centimeters you are. So if you have a friend at the end of a pregnancy, maybe you want to share this with them, because just let them know, like, even if they're not dilated, that doesn't mean they can't have a baby tonight, you know? So, yeah, spread the word. So hope you guys are all having a wonderful week, and we will talk to you again, hopefully Monday. So take care, guys. Bye.